Hello, my moonbeams. I am so happy to have you here. I hope everyone is doing a little better than me. I've been very under the weather, so I apologize for the scratchy voice and the possible sneezes. We're going to do a you versus them reading today. Similar to yesterday's, we're going to kind of look at where the divine masculine is at, where the divine feminine is at. A little advice from spirit, messages from your person, possibly some ruins. The channeled message of today coming through really strong. The saying was, how will you handle when the dust settles? There's a real fear of judgment surrounding these two right now. There's a tabooness surrounding them. Okay, so it's like, regardless of how much these two love each other, it's not going to be seen okay by the 3D world. And the fear of that judgment is quite harsh right now, hanging in the boughs, if you will. And it's difficult. It's difficult because most of us do really care what others think, and we don't want to be seen as what people would call a bad person. But the importance of this journey here, it's like, for so long, people have, just married out of like survival or, to survive. A lot of times women had to get married. They couldn't do a lot of things on their own. And we live in a time where we quite frankly have choice in love. And that's a beautiful thing. And it's also given us the choice to like really explore if we truly love someone, if it's just lust, if it's for other motives, all of those things. So there's this energy of, really asking, where will this world be if nobody has the courage to stand up and go after their one true love in life, right? Due to judgment. We have so much fear instilled within us, about karma and God and all of those things. But it's like, at the end of the day, if you have pure intention and you go at everything you do with love, does that make it bad? That's the question, right? So let's start out with the divine masculine. Let's see where the energy is today. Ace of Pentacles. So new career and financial opportunity, new venture and prosperity. I believe the Ace of Pentacles came out for the divine feminine yesterday. So that's interesting. So both of you, there's a real energy of meant to work together though, meant to work together career-wise. We're wanting part of this shift, or this masculine wanting to shift or come towards the feminine, is the fact, like, there's like a light bulb moment that they're meant to work together in some sense here. So we have earth energy starting us off here. Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn. Okay, we have Five of Pentacles in reverse. So recovery from financial loss, spiritual poverty, clarity, and improvement. Okay, so yesterday we were really talking about the masculine being deep in the throes of like a hermit stage, okay, like a healing, right? So we have Taurus energy here, so strong earth energy already. coming out of the cold here. Coming out of the cold. And this could be you, okay? So flip and reverse the way it fits for you, okay? We have the Queen of Wands, courage, confident, independence, focus, zest for life, determination, and joy. So possibly on the cusp, I just heard, of making some type of passionate offer here. Pisces, Aries energy. Energy is fluid, okay? So this masculine could be feeling very strongly in this energy today and shift back into more toxic energies tomorrow. It is what it is, right? We have the Seven of Pentacles, very strong earth, okay? So earth, fire energy here. This person could be like an earth, sun, fire, moon, or vice versa. Long-term view, hard work, perseverance, diligence, sustainable results, investment, okay? Wanting stability. Taurus again here, very strong. Wanting stability, right? Wanting to work hard, wanting to get to a point where finance is no longer a worry, okay? That's very important to this masculine here, is stability. Okay, we have Five of Wands, competition, rivalry, conflict, disagreement, strife, and tension. Okay, this really stems from, and this is Leo energy, so fire, earth and fire, very, very strong here. Very strong. Okay, could even be like a sun and Venus as well. But this is like the reflection of, they feel like they have competition in the winning of this feminine's heart, but also this is the battle of being together, like knowing it's going to be a bit of a battle with everyone in the lives of both of the counterparts, right? And we have the Seven of Wands, so again with challenge and competition, okay? But this also speaks to maintaining control. We have Leo here again, okay? Maintaining control. This is a very passionate masculine who likes to maintain control, okay? And they felt very out of control with the feminine. Oh, that was way too many cards. Okay, we have the Chariot, wanting a new beginning here, Cancer energy, wanting to take movement towards this. And then we have the Two of Swords in reverse, lesser of two evils, no right choice, confusion, indecision, information overload. This is where they've been in the past, okay? Very logical brain, very Virgo energy here, over what to do, okay? Over how to come forward here. It's been very challenging. We'll get one more for the masculine, and we'll switch tarot decks for the divine feminine here. We have the Page of Swords. So new ideas, a thirst for knowledge, new ways of communicating, restless mental energy. So this is really speaking to the newness of the masculine following their spiritual journey here, finally, okay? They procrastinated on it for quite some time. All right, let's shift over to the divine feminine, see where the divine feminine is today. Okay, we have the Eight of Cups, walking away, desire for more, letting go, traveling, withdrawal, abandonment. I'm getting very strongly that the feminine has finally been able to let go of the obsession aspect of her divine masculine. And that's not a bad thing. Don't take that personally, but you know, if you've been through this journey, that that's never really a characteristic of yours. And then with this person, it was completely different. Like, definitely could not get them off your mind. And it's not like the feelings have gone away in any sense of the mind, or that they're not ever in the back of your mind anymore, but you've really been able to transmute that obsessive energy, right? And it's a lot of the energy that you took on from the masculine. You have very, very deep unconditional love for this masculine, whereas they were probably very secretly obsessed over you and unwilling to admit it, okay? And you kind of took on that energy. You took on a lot of their energy to help transmute it, maybe even unknowingly. Maybe this is the first time you're hearing that, and over the separation have not understood some of the things you've been going through or feeling. Empress. So this is divine feminine. You are the divine feminine, okay? Taurus energy, strong here again. Libra energy. I apologize. Just give me 1 second. I need a tissue. Should have brought some over here. Okay. So very beautiful. You are very nurturing feminine. They saw that about you, but they were also skeptical about why you were so caring. They thought there was an ulterior motive here. We have the Ace of Pentacles, beautiful. So mirroring energy. Okay, this came up yesterday for the feminine as well. Okay, so there's a recognition I'm getting that the two of you are meant to develop something together, some type of business, okay? And that's gonna bring in such financial prosperity, like of your wildest dreams, I just heard, okay? Hearing a song by Queen. This has come up a few times before. Got to break free. I want to break free, which it is a love song of some sort. Look it up if that resonates with you. Excuse my voice right now because it is just so hoarse. This message really needed to come out today. Wheel of Fortune, wow. So the feminine is very much in this energy of like, I know abundance is coming in. I am the Empress. I know what I deserve. I know the universe is on my side. I know they're bringing in, I know they're bringing this in for me. It feels like the feminine is very much waiting for finances here. And she is really surrendering that to the universe here. There's an energy of maybe growing up in a bit of lack mindset when it came to finances, and the feminine really healing that at this time. Looking back, you know, sitting with oneself and looking back at the fact that the universe has always provided, and knowing that and trusting in that, and knowing that, you know, things are going to come in. We have the Three of Wands. This came up yesterday too. This is again with expansion and confidence, okay? There has been a bit of a waiting period. Possibly you relocated after the beginning of your spiritual awakening, okay? These opportunities are coming in. You are going to be receiving opportunities, but it's like, you know that. You know, regardless of, you've been waiting, but you know regardless of how long it is, that it'll come in, and it'll come in at the right time. Hierophant coming out again for the feminine. Taurus energy again. We have Aries energy. Very strong fire and earth energy today, okay? So both of you could have that strong, okay? You could be an earth fire cusp. How many are there of those? I think maybe that's only Capricorn, Sagittarius. Is Aries Taurus, maybe? Aries and Taurus? I'm thinking. We have Aquarius. Is it Aquarius, Pisces, Aries, Taurus? Then it would be Aries Taurus cusp, or a Sag Capricorn cusp. Or a Leo Virgo cusp. Okay, yeah, so all three of those. Or like I said earlier, like one sun, one moon sign, very strong fire earth energy here. These are two very passionate but also very grounded people. It's a good mix, right? Very good mix here. The religious, I wanted to say religious teacher. Maybe that's something you want to go into, but this is the spiritual teacher, right? Could be a religious teacher of some sort. Healing, okay. The feminine Aquarius energy, like I said with the hope, this is really speaking to the hope here. Renewed hope, right? And renewed trust in the universe, but also profound healing. It's like quantum leaps in healing are about to happen. I keep getting something with 55 days. So if that resonates with you, maybe you're doing some type of 55-day challenge. Five of Wands, so matching energy again here. Okay, challenges, obstacles, arguments, resistance, okay? Both of you are this is speaking to both of you looking at the challenges of being together, right? Two of Pentacles here. Balance, like really seeking balance here. Okay, figuring out how you're gonna balance everything you know you need to do. Okay, and you're really wanting to get, what's coming through really strong here is you're really wanting to get all your ducks in a row in your life, because you know when this comes in, when this relationship finally comes in, because I'm getting that you feel like this is going to come in 100%. You want to have everything as squared away as possible, because it is going to be a difficult road navigating being together. Not because of the two of you, but because of the 3D world, as I said. Okay, let's get the energy of the connection here. Let's just look at both of you here. Okay, we have longing. So both longing for each other. There is distance here, trapped. Someone possibly in another relationship that they feel like they can't get out of maybe due to finances. But like I said, knowing and trusting that that's gonna come in. This doorway is gonna open. Finality. Closing out. Both closing out things. You can see the mask left behind here. So I'm just getting the sense that both are leaving behind their old selves, okay? The mask they used to stay protected from the world, both of you. This is mirroring energy here that we're channeling right this second. What else, Spirit? What else can you tell us? Withdrawn. Okay, so it looks like for me here, one may be tied down and the other may be single and lonely here. This has been a very long journey, okay? So years. For some of you, it's been seven's coming through, 7, 8 years is coming through really strongly. Okay, so Spirit's saying strongly letting go, farewell. Someone here was all about chasing thrills, excitement, and good time. And they're really over that life at this time, okay? They're over it. It no longer brings them joy, I just heard. And that, back to that song, I Want to Break Free. Fantasy, daydreaming, both in this daydreaming energy, imagining and fantasizing a life together here. Very beautiful. All right, let's get some advice from the universe here, and then we'll get some messages from your person. All right. Advice from the universe. Universe, what can you tell the divine masculine and divine feminine. Your success is closer than you imagine, so just keep going. Beautiful. Yes, like I said, the feminine is really in that surrender energy. I feel it very strongly here. They know it's coming in. They know everything they need is coming in. They know everything's going to fall into place. They just have this like beautiful, whoa, way too many, beautiful trust. You are never lost, but only forging a path towards a new world. You finally like got to a point where you were like, I feel comfortable in this void. And it's funny because it's like as soon as you get there, things shift, you know? As soon as you feel comfortable, everything is unfolding as it should be. Yesterday, the reading was really about fear, and I'm not getting a ton of fear here anymore. We did have the channeled message coming through with fear on judgment of others, but I'm getting that you're both really gonna let that go and take this risk here. Continue to make the most of every open door. Taking risk really is how, you know, how some of the most beautiful things come in sometimes. You know, and like I said in the beginning of this reading, as long as you go at everything with love and compassion, be the brave and authentic soul you were always destined to be. Someone could like ballet or do ballet here. What else, Spirit? Just seeing someone walking along train tracks as well. You have many layers of truth to discover. This is your time to step up and lead from your soul. It's like just being unapologetically yourself and doing what is best for yourself in this moment is going to be very healing for this journey at this time. The sacrifices you make today will be worth it. Okay, so the people, places, and things that you need to let go of, the choices that need to be made for you to become the best version of yourself, I just heard, is going to be so worth it. And I get that you're ready. You're really ready to do this. You're really ready to let go of that old self with this finality card and, you know, the dropping of the mask here. You're just, that wasn't you, you know? It was like a persona you had to take on for lessons that you had to learn here, you know? And a shield of armor, if you will, for some trauma that you had been through in childhood. An eclipse may hide your light, but not forever. And that's kind of exactly what I was just saying. Like, it's almost like you were in like an eclipse for like some time, okay? Years. I want to say since about 2006 or 7. It's been a long time, okay? And you've really reflected on that, and it's like going back to your true authentic self. You have come back to the start to see what you missed before. See? Wow. Beautiful. All right, is that it, Spirit, or should we get a couple more? Big dreams are built by those who do the work. Okay, let's do one more before we get messages from your person. Okay. Everyone you meet is another part of you that wants to be loved. That's so beautiful. You are an original, so let yourself follow your own heart. Wow, that's beautiful. When it gets dark, remember that the sun always rises. Okay, let's get some messages from your person. And then I'll grab a rune for the counterparts here. I'm gonna use the Burning Heart Love Oracle. I want to reach out, but I don't know how. I really do care, even though I don't show it. I just got, in my mind's eye, the King of Swords, okay? So this was really like the Ice King energy they had. And maybe not right at first, but once they realized how deep their feelings ran, they became the Ice King of all Ice Kings. A huge black bird back here. It looks like a raven. Maybe that's like your spirit animal here. I keep hoping to bump into you everywhere I go. Even if you live in different places, it's like there's still like this belief that it could happen at any time. You know, it's up to the universe. I don't want to be toxic anymore. Again, with this ecstasy, okay, and this finality. So really letting go of their old self. I get really maybe like a party lifestyle. Maybe like Playboy energy a bit. I want to make you happy. I miss your smile. A lot of undeserving energy, feeling undeserving here is coming through. Oh my gosh. I feel like they have a lot to say. Like too much to say. They've held on to too much for too long. I hate seeing you with them. Okay, so somebody here is definitely some third-party energy confirmation. I sabotage our connection because it was too intense. Exactly. Exactly. Became the Ice King as soon as they recognize their feelings. I want to treat you the way you deserve. It's another reason. So didn't feel good enough, so they ran. Not sure if they could treat you the way they thought you deserved. Okay, last one, Spirit. Getting that these two have a mission of like helping others get healthy, like physically. I have been working on myself. Yep, we said that with the Hermit stage going on. The Divine Masculine has probably disappeared from the 3D world. Okay, that's been coming up for a while. So they've been in Hermit stage for quite some time. All right, let's pick a ruin here. We'll read from the book. All right. Okay. We have partnership. Wow, okay. Is that partnership or constraint? Saying to read both, so I will do. Partnership, a gift. Drawing this rune is an indication that partnership in some form is at hand. In love relationships and business matters and partnering of every kind, you are put on notice not to collapse yourself into that union. For true partnership is achieved only by separate and whole beings who retain their separateness even as they unite. Remember to let the winds of heaven dance between you. And this has been one of the biggest lessons in this separation, is becoming whole within one another, you know? so that you guys may have both had a tendency to lose yourself in relationships, okay, and not be like a people pleaser and not really stand up for your needs in relationships, and then you become resentful and unhappy, okay? And so that's been one of the biggest lessons, is to learn how to stand up for your needs. And I'm getting strongly here too that the person still in the relationship had some karmic lessons to still learn, okay? This relationship hasn't completely taken its course yet, okay? That's part of the lessons still being learned within this like dynamic here. At the same time, there is another aspect of partnership that you are being called to consider. For the path of partnership can lead you to the realization of a still greater union. Union with the higher self, union with the divine. The ultimate gift of this rune is the realization of the divine in all things. God always enters into equal partnerships. The rune of partnership has no reverse, for it signifies the gift of freedom from which flow all other gifts. How beautiful is that? So coming into union with yourself, everything you've desired will flow to you. How beautiful. Coming into union with yourself brings in your wildest dreams. Everything you've ever wanted in life here. That's beautiful. Okay. Some astrology dice here. Okay. Okay, so we have 5, change. I believe that's Venus there. Yep, we have Venus, so love. Wow. The love you've always dreamed of is coming to you, I just heard very strongly. Okay, this is physical and mental attraction, art, beauty, and harmony here. The 5th house is about fertility, women, children, pregnancy, but this is really speaking to you about rebirth, and this also speaks to creativity and teaching and water. So with the Hierophant energy here, okay, you are going to be some type of spiritual teacher of some, maybe you have, or you've been thinking about doing something even like tarot reading, okay, and just speaking your spiritual truths out onto the internet. Okay, I'm getting that that's really going to be like a separate endeavor for you, whereas, and we have a dragonfly right outside the window, a spiritual awakening here. Okay, but there's also a combo endeavor that the two of you have together. And like I said, I was getting helping people with physical glow-ups here. So that really helps people gain the confidence they need to get themselves out there in certain ways. Like it has, and you know, getting healthy food-wise gets you mentally healthy. I mean, it has such a domino effect, okay, and it's really gonna help people here. It's very beautiful energy. And then we have Capricorn here. So this can speak to like controlling and possessiveness, okay? But also what I'm getting really strongly with why this is coming out here is to very much look at that codependent wound, okay? And the wounding of collapsing yourself within relationships. Very important for somebody here. Okay, let's just get a couple of charms to close this out. Ooh, we have the cat. We have the cat here. Ooh, the feminine coming into her black cat energy, okay? Like knowing exactly who you are, what you want out of life, and that confidence is going to be very beautiful. It's going to really rub off on people. And for the key, I'm getting that you gave this key to the masculine for them to open that door to become the best version of themselves. And there's a recognition of that. And that's very beautiful. We have the cat again here. Wow. 2 cats. Okay, maybe you're both coming into that energy, mirroring energy. We do see that. Okay. We got the horse, which is, I like to say, my free spirit charm. Okay, which is very interesting because the song that came through of Break Free as well. Okay, there's something about breaking free of society's expectations and judgment and going after, recognizing that going after your own heart is what helps heal the world, because you have to show other people that they can do that as well. And if everybody is in their complete happiness, then the world becomes a better place. How beautiful. And we have death. Rebirth, death, Scorpio energy, okay, with the finality card here, leaving behind the masks, both very much leaving behind your old self. And we have a hanger here, and what I'm getting with this is the feminine, really, there's something about you having a very distinct and interesting style at one point in your life. And Spirit's asking you to really go back to that, to really go back and try to like discover that again. Discover your own personal style again. Something very important about that. All right, my loves. I hope this helped you. I hope it gave you a little bit of guidance. I hope, and most importantly, I hope it helps strengthen your intuition on what you are already knowing and feeling. I love you very much. And until next time, love and light.